tous et à toutes et bienvenue sur Narlex in Game. On se retrouve pour du Thronebreaker et on continue sur l'histoire. Donc là, on était à la chute d'Aldesberg. Je venais juste de finir une bataille.
Meve weighed her options. The situation looked dire. Demavend, to whom she had come for help, needed help himself. Nilfgaard enjoyed an overwhelming advantage. The small Lyrian detachment stood no chance of breaking the siege. But to retreat, surrender, that was not something Meve did.
The Nilfgaardians do not expect a relief force. Rayla, you know Aldersberg. Can you lead us by side streets to the Old Town, that we may avoid the largest part of the Nilfgaardian army?
The warrior nodded, and without waiting for any further orders, strode out in front of the party. Reynard followed her with his gaze, clearly troubled.
And what then, Your Majesty?
Ouais.
We burst into the lion's den and...
And we pray the lion chokes. Follow me!
Bon, il n'y a pas une bataille juste derrière, donc du coup on va faire quelque chose de réfléchi. Alors, en gros, ouais, c'est ça, c'est parti. Hein.
Gods have mercy. And demons take it all!
Taking advantage of the confusion, Meve maneuvered her troops to the very walls of the Old Town. Spying Lyrian banners, the defenders suspected a trap. But when they noticed Black Rayla among them, they immediately lowered the drawbridge. The Old Town was a maze of brothels and shady taverns. In normal times, students and other pleasure seekers prowled its dark alleys. Now, tired soldiers slumped in every corner, though the Lyrians' arrival clearly buoyed their spirits. The Fraternal Realm's warriors clasped each other's hands and swapped tales. Even Eden's king, Demavend, made no secret of his pleasure at seeing these unexpected arrivals.
Meve! Of all the besieged cities in all the world, you walk into mine. Come to the rescue, have you?
To be quite frank, I've come to be rescued.
Oh, yes. I've heard much of the events in Lyria. Disgraceful. Such betrayal. However, as you might have noticed, things are none too rosy here either.
Yes, that is hard to miss.
I thought we'd trade blows with the Blackclads. That it would be an even match. 2 weeks. That sufficed to annihilate the army I'd spent my whole lifetime building.
Your Majesty, I cannot say what fate will bring, if we shall reach this war's end alive. But I wish to say now that I admire you.
Oh?
You evacuated the city, yet refused to evacuate yourself. You fight to the bitter end, like a hero.
But of course. A king must lead by example, after all.
C'est bien ça.
Especially in war.
Reynard, that rumbling, you hear it? Studded boots on cobblestones. The Nilf...
Yes, Your Grace.
So, now that we're alone, what's really going on?
What? Did you not hear? I'm defending my capital, like a hero.
Demavend, please, don't feed me that drivel. We've known each other far too long. Why did you stay?
Meve. As meddling as you are beautiful. See that building? That one there.
The... brothel? The Crimson Bodice?
Precisely. So, promise not to laugh. I'm a patron. A loyal one, in fact. One of the girls there, Demeretta. She's marvelous. Makes me feel young again.
A young fool, you mean? Demoven, there's a war on, and...
Allow me to finish. Demeretta became, well, with child. Exactly 9 months ago. Understand now?
she's entered confinement, having contractions.
Since yesterday. You see, I cannot leave her like this. Can't have her moved. I must stay put until she gives birth.
Eh ben ouais.
And then what? Pray tell. Invite all of Nilfgaard to the christening?
Pourquoi pas?
No, my dear. There is a hidden tunnel deep beneath the city, leading far beyond its walls. Once the midwives cut the cord, we flee.
I understand. For one's child, one would do anything.
Odd, isn't it? Amusing, even. Midst of a war, my kingdom burning all around. And I'm happy.
Sa couronne n'est pas un peu cassée là?
In that case, I can only hope your offspring, unlike mine, will continue to.
Your Majesties, the Nilfgaardians are attacking.
Meve, we must hold out. A few hours, that's all.
I'll do what I can.
Quelques heures, moi c'est tout, allez. Bon, règle spéciale, carte supplémentaire. Éliminer ce membre de la brigade de Nausicaa pour permettre à Denavan de s'échapper. Règle spéciale, ouais. Carte supplémentaire sur la bataille. Comment va-t-on tenir le siège? Allez, je vais retirer ça. C'est bien, mais là j'ai pas d'ordre, donc du coup j'ai aucune carte avec des ordres. C'est pas grave, je tente le coup.
Defend the king! We must stop them!
Ah, ça me plaît ça. Chaque fois s'il bouge à chaque fois.
Watch your heads!
Allez.
Narinjalde Thronebreaker.
Putain, c'est bien ça.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Ah, ils peuvent pas être déplacés, les tours, les... La ténacité, merde, c'est ça que je voulais... Bon, tant pis.
I want their hate! Anvalnen order!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Meve! They're getting close! Devils take all, help me!
Oh merde.
Barbarians.
Putain, c'est énorme. 11 tours à tenir.
Aye.
Meve! We must hold on a bit longer.
T'inquiète, on va tenir un peu. Avec vous, guerrier en plus donne inutilisée des capacité ordre. Voilà. Au moins, ils vont faire des duels quand ils vont arriver. Voilà. Un peu mieux. C'était ça.
Give me a target.
Qu'est-ce que je change? Parce que du coup j'ai toujours pas d'ordre, je vais changer ça. Du feu. Très mode idée. Ouais. Donc je vais balancer le feu, tout simplement.
Catch!
Voilà.
Hey,
40. Ah, oh, elle monte bien la carte, elle monte bien. Ça fait plaisir.
Trouvez l'histoire!
Je vais la mettre. Hein.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Oh merde.
Alba!
Il était trop direct. Bon, j'ai gagné normalement. Hein. Oh là là.
No! A chase!
Ha ha ha! It worked! Now retreat to the tunnel!
With their forces combined, the rulers managed to hold the old town long enough for Demereta to bear the king's offspring, a healthy, hardy boy. When the midwife slapped the infant, his scream carried above the roar of battle. Soon afterwards, the defenders abandoned the walls and left the city through a secret tunnel. The Nilfgaardians, furious that not one but two northern sovereigns were among the escapees, razed Aldersburg to the ground.
Thank you. If not for you, the devils would have devoured us.
I should say it was nothing. But the truth is, I need your aid.
Aid? But you see, my army is no more. I must pull back, regroup.
Pull back? Where to? The golden sun flies over your entire realm.
To Redania, to take shelter at the court there.
Oula.
And then? Will you sit and watch the fool juggle apples as Nilfgaard parcels all Edirn out to its settlers?
Meve, one must know when to fold and when to double down. Nilfgaard has stretched the front. Winter will soon be here. Let the costs claw away at them. A year, two, then we strike. And we shall prove the Empire is a colossus with feet of clay.
Fine. Do as you see fit.
Ah, d'un côté, il a pas
And
de tort
you?
non plus.
I can't live like that.
So what shall you do instead?
Fight on. Until I win. Or the black-clad curs tear me apart.
Gods, such pity I have for your husband. The poor man must have had a rough go of it.
He seemed content with his life while it lasted. Yet I'm serious, Demavend, in my request. You truly won't aid me.
Un décret royal.
I will tell my men whoever so wishes can join your party and fight on. But please, curb your excitement. They are tired. Few will choose the path of greater resistance. But... Are you familiar with the saying, when at wit's end, a dwarf's your friend?
Quand tu es dans le pétrin, remettons à un nain.
Yes, it and many others. Yet as much as I appreciate folk wisdom, I prefer facts to philosophy at the moment. Preferably facts relevant to my situation.
How about this? Mahakam is but a week's ride from here. And there you'll find thousands of dwarves armed to the teeth. Enough to turn the tides of this war, I venture.
Yes, they could. If not for another fact. That the dwarves have always been famously indifferent to strife between humans. They'll never come to my aid. Bah, I doubt they'll even let me into their land.
Unless you show them this. The leaden ring. A token of amity given to me by the Elder-in-Chief.
Ah,
That's not to say they'll welcome you with open arms. But they will hear you out. And that is something.
Dwarven infantry I'd make good use of. I shall do as you say. Or at least try.
bon par contre tu peux pas les utiliser en bouclier humain quoi.
Good. And to
Faut en
ease
mettre
your
deux.
journey somewhat, I'll give you as your guide the best man, or rather woman, for the task. Rayla,
Yes, Your Grace?
you've been to Mahakam with me many times. You know their paths. Take Queen Meve and her party there.
'Twould be an honor, Your Majesty.
I'll send messengers ahead that the dwarfs may expect your arrival. Until then, good luck, Meve. And may we one day waltz upon the grave of our foe, Emperor Emir.
May it be so. Just as long as I get to lead.
Ah, of course. Farewell, Queen.
Eh ben, c'est pas mal.
Meve left Aldersburg in ill spirits. Rather than provide the help she had hoped for, Demavend had merely sent her on to Mahakam. Her way west was lit first by the glow of a burning city, then by the smouldering remains of charred villages by the roadside. It was clear the war against Nilfgaard had taken a bitter turn. Each stranger was now treated as an enemy, and the customarily hospitable Adernians slammed their doors at anyone's approach. The party's morale was somber as well, and did not even improve with the first sight of mountains looming in the distance. Wandering among the ashes, Meve entered the dwarves' domain.
Ben, ça va être sympa, je pense. Et on fait...
Along perilously steep paths, Black Rayla led the Queen and company towards Mahakam, the dwarven homeland. There, among snow-capped peaks, someone awaited.
Rayla, you brought strangers.
Ouh, pas content.
Gabor, I present to you Meve, Queen of Illyria and Rivia.
Ah, a queen. Crivens. Well then,
A large shadow swept across the sky. The dwarf swallowed the rest of his greeting as all raised their gazes to see a dragon soar swiftly toward Mount Carbon.
Keltalus. Dinna be afeard, he isn't a threat to us.
The dwarf had broken the silence gently, he himself quite familiar with this altogether unusual sight.
And now, sit yourselves down afore the pottage grows cold.
Aye, up. But
Rien qu'à
Flou.
craindre.
Drake?
Stone shriveling marvel, innit? Makes you almost sad the lizards are dying out.
Should you not worry more about the fate of your brethren? That creature will soon have all Mahakam aflame.
Ha! Keltalus? No! He's lived here centuries. Harmless for the most part. Now, Your Grace, a taste?
No, none. Though your offer of repast I value, good sir.
Oh, no need of that. Gabor, please. Enchanted to make your acquaintance.
Gabor here's a true local notable, from one of Mahakam's leading clans, the Zigrins. but then he wouldn't be our guide if he wasn't. A guide for all important guests.
A pleasure. And as I said, I thank you for your hospitality, but I've no time to feast now.
Don't mean no offence, but Elder-in-Chief Bruverhoog's a recluse of sorts, as humans go. Didn't even meet the ones that wear crowns. But I suppose I could, meaning if you drafted a letter...
Her Majesty's got Demoven's signet, given willingly.
Ah. Well, that's a sheep of a different sort.
Hey, ouais, mon
We
gars.
didn't let many human folk into Mahakam, and for good reason. So those who we let come through the second gate get blindfolded. Just after they've surrendered their arms at the first. But you've the leaden ring. Given one of your kind to confirm trust and amity. So, we're certain we can treat you as one of our own. Elder-in-Chief's in the pass visiting. Looking to his flock. Come on. No reason you two shouldn't jabber right quick.
Though the Lyrian infantry rose half an ell taller than the dwarf, he moved with remarkable ease through the waist-high snow, while those behind him slipped and stumbled on the ice-slick rocks. Meve and Rayla trailed the party, so they might speak in private.
Gabor. Ouais, un grand merci à vous, Rayla.
Rayla, your aid proved an unexpected bounty.
Your Grace, to fight arm in arm with one so bold as you is an honour from which I'll not readily resign. I was to lead you to Mahakam, King Demoven's order. As to my duties afterwards, I received no instructions. So until a sealed scroll containing such arrives, I will serve your Grace under...
Bien sûr.
I'm content, Rayla. The times are such that no aid can I dismiss, and yours in particular.
I'm humbled, your Grace.
Let us move on. I've grown amply curious of this Elder-in-Chief, this... Bruverhoog.
Il doit avoir une tête de vainqueur, je sais pas pourquoi.
Your Grace, I have a message. For your eyes only.
Ah. Bon, de toute façon, on va s'arrêter sur cet épisode. Stable, inchangé depuis des siècles, aucun conflit interne. Pour... c'est une guerre... Ouais, non. Ouais, ça va être chaud. Je pense que ça va être chaud. Bon, qu'est-ce qu'il y a de nouveau avant qu'on se quitte? Tente de commandement réduire, augmente la limite de recrutement à 300. Voilà, ça fait déjà mal. Aire d'entraînement. Ça, je les utilise pas trop. Donc je m'en fous un peu. Par contre ça oui et ça oui. Mais j'ai plus de bois. Tel est le problème. Il va falloir du bois. Ouais, je peux toujours le faire mais quand même que j'attends. Bon bah. J'ai du monde à parler. Moi je ferai ça de mon côté. Alors générer, jouer Gabor, crochet du gauche ou poche sans fond. 15 en bouffe. 7 et 15 en bouffe. Oh là là. Alors je peux enlever une carte, toi qui me sert à rien celle-là, et mettre Gabor. 130, 200, c'est pas mal. Ouais, du coup, j'ai quand même bien monté, je suis à 200 max. Il y a certaines choses que je peux rajouter. Comme ça. Elle est bien. Hein. Ouais, mais c'est que pour les scoyatelles en fait. Donc c'est pas si bien que ça. Par contre, ça, c'est génial. Je vais la mettre. Voilà, 152 à 200, je pense que c'est déjà très bien. Voilà, sauvegarde du jeu. C'est parfait. Bon bah écoutez, merci d'avoir regardé cette vidéo. N'oubliez pas de mettre un j'aime et de vous abonner. Allez, bye bye.